Hold on, Maya. I just got home. Let me in. Let me get the lights. Thanks so much for calling me back. Oh my gosh, I have to tell the story, and nobody was picking up. No, Maya, you were the first person I called. Yeah. I'm talking to you now, okay? Yeah, so I just got back from West Covina. It was, I went to this nursing home. Man, it is so depressing for everybody. Yeah, someone important was on her deathbed. Mrs. Dearsley. She was my high school drama teacher. Wait, didn't I ever tell you? Okay, all right, real quick. So it's senior year, and it's the last day of class, and you know, I'm hanging out with all the theater nerds, and her drama teacher was this older woman, Mrs. Dearsley, and for some reason she hated me, for no reason at all, hated me, and I mean, after 4 years, I wanted to give up my dream of being a dancer and do something more practical in college, like economics. Yeah, right. So anyway, so she's telling this story, and it involves this dance step called Le Gâteau Renversé, which is just someone does a handstand and then somebody else guides their feet. I mean, it's easy. I've done it a dozen times in my private class. So Mrs. Dearsley says, well, it's too bad none of you oafs can do it. Well, 4 years of fire comes bursting out of me, and I say, I can do it, Mrs. Dearsley. I can do it. And she says, you, Zoe? Prove it. So Andrew Rappaport, the guy I was desperately in love with and couldn't even talk to, she makes him my partner. I mean, this was my moment. So Andrew stands behind me, Mrs. Dearsley to my side, and Andrew leans down and says, are you ready? And I say, you bet I'm ready, Andrew. I am ready. So I lift my arms and I take a deep breath and I go into my handstand and I spin. And then I hear a sound that rips my heart cold. Yeah. What sound do you think it is? Yeah, nailed it. I farted right in Andrew's beautiful face. No, I was dying. And instead of defending me, I mean, everybody was laughing. And instead of defending me, Dearsley says, well, maybe we should call you Little Red Trumpet because you have red hair and you go toot toot. What did you think I did? I went and I cried. I went down to the tennis courts way far away, and I just cried and sat and cried for hours. For I don't even know how long. Oh. So then I spot the moon, and the light of the moon like hits my eyes, and I think, you know what? You're not going to give up. You're not going to give your desire to become a dancer. No, you're going to stay focused and make it work. So I go to college and I become a dancer. And if I slip up a little, I work even harder. Yeah. And then I make prima ballerina. So I invite Dearsley. I invite her. I find her address and leave her a note, and of course she doesn't show up. And then I book the Balanchine. The Balanchine with me. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I was really proud of that too. So then, years pass, and I write my first book. I invite her to a book signing, but leave a message for her, and she doesn't show. So then I win my second Tony Award, and I call her name. I say her name on national television, and nada. So then decades pass. And I let her die like a slow death. Yeah. A real death this time. I just stopped thinking about her. Until today. The phone rings and I say, hello? And I hear this little voice, this thin little voice. And she says, I'm on my deathbed. Come, I want to tell you something. So man, I floor it because I don't want her to die before I've heard her words of pride. And I feel like, oh, please don't die. So I get there and I knock and I go in. And this woman is sitting in this bed and she's so little and so different. And she looks deep into my eyes. And now I've waited decades for this. And she says, hey, I was the farter. I was the farter. Can you believe it? I mean, I'm standing there and I'm like, oh, I'm shook. I'm so shook. And she says, hey, I was the farter. And I said, yeah, I heard you the first time. And I thought I might not have ever become the person I am without her blaming me, but what the fuck? So then I think, all right, no, I want to fart. I want to fart up this room so much that maybe it'll kill her. But I can't. I mean, I can cry on cue, I can do a backflip, but I'm not good enough to just fart on cue. So, oh no, I did something. Oh yeah. I hooked up to her breathing apparatus, and I pulled the plug, and I thought for sure the alarms would go off, but they didn't. So then I just slipped out of the room and bought a pineapple and came home. So that was my day. How are you doing?